guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Angelica and I am the creator and editor of The Strong Suit. And today we are going to talk about crochet braids. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably realize that I change my hair a lot. And if you follow me on Instagram, the pictures that you are seeing now, I've probably changed my hair about 3 times since then. So since graduation, I have had Marley twists, and then for graduation, I actually got some goddess locks that I did myself, and then now I have crochet box braids. I wanted to talk about my box braids for all those people who are scared to try box braids or they want them to look as natural as possible. A lot of people are shocked when I tell them that these are crochet and that they're not all individual. And they're even more shocked when I tell them how long it took me, which is about 3 hours. I know. My goddess locks took me about 3 days. No joke. So I'm really happy to finally be discovering crochet. I know that I am super late. My cousin and my friends have been telling me about crochet for such a long time, but I'm a really heavy-handed person, and when you use, the crochet hook, you have to go under your hair. And I just knew that I was going to be ripping my hair out, and once I tried it, I realized, I got this, I can handle it, and it was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. So, yeah, let's jump right into it. So, my crochet braids are 24 inches long, and they are the Urban Beauty Natural brand. So the cover of my little box braid thing looks like this. And like I said, they're 24 inches. And whenever it comes to care and handling, you can wash them as long as it's in lukewarm water and with gentle shampoo. Do not brush them, which I don't know why anyone would brush them, but I guess they have to put that on there for someone. You can use braid, sheen, spray, or mousse, which is great. But you can't color them, obviously. So, yeah. Each pack was about $5.50, I want to say. So I got a total of 7 packs. So that's like $35, $40. So yeah, I only paid about $40 for this compared to a lot of my other protective styles I've done where I've had to get a lot of hair and it easily climbed up to like $60 plus. And I love it. I love how they came out. I've gotten so many compliments on them. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of my go-to protective styles. Honestly, the hardest part is the braid pattern. And I'm going to describe my braid pattern for you guys. I meant to take a picture of it, but I forgot. Sorry. But basically, my braid pattern is like this. So, in the front, I went ahead and twisted it down, and I made enough for 2 rows. So, there's 2 individual rows at the front. And then in the back, it's 1 individual row that goes like all the way around on my ears. So basically my whole entire perimeter is just strictly individuals. Then in the middle I have like the feed braids. So I have about 8 feed braids. So they're small and then they connect into bigger braids in the back. You'll definitely be able to see it when I do my close-up at the end. But yeah, my cousin braided it down for me this time because I was really nervous and I get super impatient, especially when it comes to parting. I'm a fanatic for parting, so I just couldn't even do that. And that took the longest time. It was about maybe like an hour and a half, and then the other hour and a half to 2 hours. Well, I guess this time crocheting took a little bit longer just because I was trying to figure out what I was doing. But yeah, that took about 2 hours. So I was actually really surprised when I could like start and finish, and I didn't have to take like a whole entire break or a whole entire shower or had to have food and just sustain my life because my goddess locks, that was the longest journey. So tips and tricks for crochet. One of the best tips that my cousin gave me was when she told me that depending on which side you want your knot to be, that's where the hook shall be. So you will see this in my close-ups where I'm showing you that I will stick it through And then depending on what side the crochet hook is on, if it's on this side of my braid, that's where the knot's going to be. If it's on this side of my braid, that's where my knot is going to be. So it's really important whenever you're trying to decide to do side parts like here, like in the front, it doesn't matter because, you know, I have my individuals. But once I got right here, I made sure that all of my knots were on the opposite side. So when I flipped my hair, you can't see my knots and it looks natural. So that is the biggest way that you can make sure that your crochet braids look as natural as possible.
Okay guys, so here I just wanted to make sure that I gave you guys a close-up of what I'm doing. So I just did my first crochet braid, and basically all you do is you're just going to find a place where you want to start, and I want to make sure that I put my braids pretty close together, and then I'm going to stick the crochet hook under my braid, and depending on what side my crochet hook is on, that's where my knot's going to be. So in this case, my knot will be on the left side, and all you do is just take your loop, you stick it on there, you close the little latch, and then you just pull it through. And then after that, all you have to do is just keep pulling. Well, once I put it through the loop, yep, put it through the loop, and then you just pull it through, and then you just pull it until it's tight. And that's it. And then after that, you can just move on to the next thing. So now all I'm doing is just another one, and it's literally just the same entire process the whole entire time. So now what I'm showing you is how I do my individual ones at the front. My cousin helped me come up with this concept where she just braided each section first, and then I just went over and braided over it with the weave. So for me, I love doing that because my hair is really thinner around the edges, and I want to protect them as much as possible without putting strain on them. So this helps me keep all the hair together. I'm not putting as much strain on it, and it's so much easier to braid in. So I absolutely love this method. If you're having trouble with your braids slipping out or any issues like that, I suggest that you braid it down first. And every time I do someone's hair, I braid it down first or twist it down first if they're getting Senegalese. And it always just comes out so much better.
So yes, I love them. I've gotten so many compliments on them, and I hope you guys are able to do them as quickly as possible, you know? Just go ahead and try it. It's kind of nerve-wracking when you start to do your hair by yourself. The only reason I started doing my hair by myself is because my mom cut me off. She used to braid my hair every single summer, and once I got to college, she was like, you have to braid your own hair. So I had to figure it out. But so far, I've conquered crochet braids, goddess locks. I've done individual box braids, of course, Marley twist, bomb twists, which are like basically like the short little kinky twists. And what else? There's something else that I want to try. I think the next thing I want to try is like crochet bob braids, like the bob, like the 90s. I think I definitely want to try that, but I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how it's going to look on my head. But I'm pretty sure after trying crochet braids, I'm probably not going to do like individual anything anymore. I know I want to get like goddess locks again. One of my really good friends wants short goddess locks, and I know those come in crochet now, which is awesome. So I'm probably just going to do the perimeter like I normally do, you know, take my couple hours to braid and wrap those, but everything in the middle is just going to be crochet. And you can manipulate your braid pattern to go for either side part, a middle part. If you want to pull it up in the back, you can. You just have to research different braid patterns. I know Pinterest has a lot of tips, so make sure you guys use your resources. And I hope I was able to help you out today, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bye.